Guatemala is located in Central America, bordering the North Pacific Ocean between El Salvador and Mexico, and bordering the Gulf of Honduras between Honduras and Belize. Guatemala has a total land and water area of 108,889 square kilometers. People in Guatemala are called Guatemalans, and the country has a total population of 14,647,083 as of July 2014. According to the country's demographic profile, Guatemala is a predominantly poor country that struggles in several areas of health and development, including infant, child, and maternal mortality, malnutrition, and literacy. The country's large indigenous population is disproportionately affected. Guatemala is the most populous country in Central America and has the highest fertility rate in Latin America. It also has the highest population growth in Latin America, which is likely to continue because of its large reproductive age population and high birth rate. Almost half of Guatemala's population is under 19, making it the youngest population in Latin America. Guatemala's total fertility rate has slowly declined during the last few decades, due in part to limited government-funded health programs. However, the birth rate is still more than 3 children per woman and is marked higher among its rural and indigenous populations. Guatemala is the most populous country in Central America, with a GDP per capita roughly one-half that of the average for Latin America and the Caribbean. The agricultural sector accounts for 13.7% of GDP and 32% of the labor force. Key agricultural exports includes sugar, coffee, bananas, and vegetables. During 1996 peace accords, which ended 36 of civil war, removed a major obstacle to foreign investment, and since then, Guatemala has pursued important reforms and macroeconomic stabilization. The Dominican Republic Central America Free Trade Agreement, or CAFTA-DR, entered into force in July 2006, spurring increased investment and diversification of exports, with the largest increases in ethanol and non-traditional agricultural exports. While CAFTA-DR has helped improve the investment climate, concerns over security, the lack of skilled workers, and poor infrastructure continue to hamper foreign direct investment. The world is increasingly divided into trade blocs, which play a central role in international trade negotiations. Guatemala is part of the Cairns Group of Fair Trading Nations. The group of agricultural exporting nations was formed in 1986 to lobby at the last round of World Trade talks in order to free up trade in agricultural products. It is named after the town in Australia where the first meeting took place. Highly efficient agricultural producers, including those in both developed and developing countries, want to ensure that their products are not excluded from markets in Europe and Asia. Guatemala is also a member of the G20, also known as the Group of 20. It's a bloc of developing nations established on the 20th of August 2003. The G20 accounts for about 90% of global GDP, 80% of world trade, and two-thirds of the total global population. The main objectives of G20 are policy coordination among its members to achieve global economic stability and sustainable growth, promoting financial regulations that would reduce risk and prevent future crises, and the re-engineering of the international financial architecture. Lastly, Guatemala is part of the CAFTA-DR, also known as Central America Free Trade Agreement, Dominican Republic. CAFTA-DR is a free trade agreement. Originally, the agreement encompassed the United States and the Central American countries of Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua, and was called CAFTA. In 2004, the Dominican Republic joined the negotiations, and the agreement was renamed CAFTA-DR. The CAFTA-DR constitutes the first free trade agreement between United States and a small group of developing countries. It was created with the purpose of creating new and better economic opportunities by opening markets, eliminating tariffs, reducing barriers to services, and more. The top export and import products of Guatemala. Guatemala is a country that is rich in agricultural products. That is why the country has never failed in producing agricultural goods. So here are the top export products of Guatemala. First, we have coffee. Second, raw sugar. Third, bananas. Fourth, gold. 5, precious metal ore. 6, rubber. 7, crude petroleum. 8, meat, sweaters. 9, palm oil. And 10, nutmeg. Here are also the top import products of Guatemala. First, we have refined petroleum. Second, cars. Third, packaged medicaments. Fourth, delivery trucks. Fifth, broadcasting equipment. 6, petroleum gas. 7, computers. 8, corn. 9, non-retail pure cotton yarn. And 10, wheat.